What is going on? It is another Wi-Fi battle here on Tuesday morning. This battle literally took place about 30 minutes ago. This is against Passerby ZiC, and unfortunately, it was kind of a cheap, on my part because my internet kind of derped for a minute, and I got disconnected from our previous encounter. So, yeah, I pretty much knew what moves to expect from some of his Pokemon. But nonetheless, here is the battle. His team is Slowbro, Hydreigon, Blissey, Scizor, Rotomosh, and Mamoswine. I have Rotomosh, Slowbro, Darmanitan, Togekiss, Megalopine, and replacing Garchomp is going to be Tyranitar. I didn't really like Garchomp that much on this team because, well, it wasn't really doing it for me. But nonetheless, this is the team that I'm working with. I'm using a Life Orb Jolly Dragonance Tyranitar in this battle, and we're going to see how it plays out. Now, the thing that intimidated me the most on the team is that Blissey and the Slowbro. We all know how much I despise facing Blisseys. Please don't use those on my stream when I do stream. But yeah, and Mega Slowbro, outside of my Rotomosh, nothing can really take it out, to be honest. My team does suffer a big disadvantage against Slowbro and Regenerator Pokemon in general. So, with that being said, why don't we check out how this battle plays out? Yeah, I haven't done any Passerby battle very often in the Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire series. So yeah, I'm going to go into Rotomosh. He's going to start off with Slowbro. That's what we both led with last time. He's going to Mega Evolve, and I went for the Volt Switch. I knew he wasn't going to switch out this time because I went for the Hydro Pump, predicting a switch during our first game, which I disconnected in. Like I said, it's very cheap on my part that this battle took place, but I had to do it. I had to go for the Volt Switch, and it's really not my fault that my internet went out. It didn't really go out. The cache kind of messed with the router, so yeah. But nonetheless, he does go for a Slack Off, and I go for the U-turn on Darmanitan. It's not going to do much to Slowbro because this Mega Slowbro, I believe, has base 180 physical defense. I don't know, but Darmanitan is withdrawn. In comes Salty Yet, the Togekiss. Slowbro's going to go for the Slack Off. That's pretty much the only move we saw so far. I'm going to go for a Thunder Wave, hoping that maybe he'll switch into Scizor at least. But he does go into Rotomosh, so Thunder Wave is obviously not going to do anything to it. I'm going to switch Salty Yet, the Togekiss out and go into my own Rotomosh. He goes for a Hydro Pump, expecting the Darmanitan to switch. He's going to withdraw his Rotomosh. This is actually telling him to likely Scarf because he didn't go for a Volt Switch. However, he does go into Mamoswine, and I use Trick, predicting that either that or the Blissey switch. I actually would have preferred Blissey to get tricked, but I'll take Mamoswine as well. Why not? He's going to withdraw Mamoswine and going to Hydreigon as I go for Hydro Pump. I figured I would at least try to set Stealth Rock or Knockoff. But his card switches Mamoswine out, and I'm not even going to go for Volt Switch. I know normally Hydreigon's a Scarf, so yeah. In comes Salty Yet, the Togekiss. He goes to Draco Meteor, obviously doesn't do anything to Togekiss, and out goes Hydreigon. In comes Scizor. Probably should have predicted that switch coming, went for Flamethrower, but I did not. Instead, I think I pull a double switch. Yes, I do. The third switch. But here comes Target Eyes the Darmanitan. Alright. He's going to go for a Bullet Punch, probably predicting the end for the Scizor. I actually went for a U-turn, predicting a switch into Hydreigon or something else. So, yeah. Luckily for him, I wasn't ballsy. I went for the Flare Blitz, I went for U-turn instead. Out comes Space Mama, the Rotom Wash. He's going to withdraw his Scizor, probably predicting a Will-O-Wisp. Or maybe not. No, definitely wouldn't predict that, because I did, after all, switch the Choice Scarf to Mamoswine. So yeah, I wouldn't run a Scarf Will-O-Wisp. Anyways, Volt Switch hits his Rotom Wash. In comes my Target Eyes Darmanitan. Gonna go for that U-turn. I mean, I do like the Volt Turn combos on teams, but I'm not sure how I feel about Rotom Wash and Darmanitan as a Volt Turn core. Anyways, back in comes my Rotom Wash, breaking a Hydro Pump. He does go for the Volt Switch instead. Force Space Mama gets put down to 55 HP. Alright, next out comes Hydreigon. Definitely not going to risk Rotom Wash. Nope, no way am I going to risk Rotom Wash to a Hydreigon. In comes Tyranitar, and I fear he's probably going for Flamethrower or something. But it does turn out that does have Flash Cannon, so it was a very risky switch on my part. Flash Cannon is not going to do that much to Tyranitar. I mean, it does still do a fair bit, because this Tyranitar I'm using is not a bulky variant, it is a sweeper variant. Obviously, it's not going to get far sweeping this team with Hydreigon resisting one of its moves and being immune to the other. I'm not going to tell you what the moves are. I go for the Dragon Dance on Tyranitar. Yes, so this one I'm going to use to try to take out that Slowbro, actually, that Mega Slowbro. Tyranitar does go for the Crunch, and look at the damage from this Tyranitar. Life Orb Tyranitar almost takes out that bulky 180 base defense. Again, I assume it's base 180 physical defense. I haven't exactly checked out the stats on Mega Slowbro. All I know is it's really bulky on the physical side. And did you see that Iron Defense? That just makes it more bulky. But nonetheless, Crunch is going to finish off Mega Slowbro. There wasn't a lot I could do with such as that defense drop earlier. And Mega Slowbro is down for the count. Now, Tyranitar does suffer some Life Orb damage. That's very risky. Let me bring Life Orb my Tyranitar. He does go for the Flash Cannon and finishes off Tyranitar, because Tyranitar is put in the range where Flash Cannon will finish it off, thanks to Life Orb. Well, that's fine. Sorry, not Mega Tyranitar. Tyranitar got rid of the... Tyranitar got rid of the Mega Slowbro, which was very helpful in this battle. Anyways, he's going to withdraw the Hydreigon, and I'm going to go for a U-turn, predicting either a switch or to stay in. Well, that would not bode well for his Hydreigon, to be honest with you. Anyways, Target Eyes the Darmanitan gets withdrawn. In comes Space Mama, the Rotom Wash. And I don't know what I was doing here. I guess I just stacked off the Rotom Wash. Knockoff is going to finish off my Rotom Wash. And yeah. I'm going to send out Target Eyes to Darmanitan. He can't really switch in anything safely here, so he's probably just going to stack off that Mamoswine. I'm going to go for that superpower and knock out Mamoswine. So Mamoswine is down for the count. This is another instance of the first disconnect being rather unfortunate for my opponent. As you'll soon see here, I'm going to switch Darmanitan out. It's locked into the superpower because my Darmanitan is Scarf. I'm going to go into Do You Even Slow the Slowbro and that U-turn. That was a Bullet Punch. I'm getting way ahead of myself. Anyways, the Bullet Punch on Slowbro. I'm going to go for a Scald. Could went for a Thunder Wave, but I just go for a Scald anyways. He's going to withdraw the Scizor. He doesn't go for a U-turn, which tells me that this thing must be choiced in some way. Anyways, Scald on the Blissey. Obviously not going to do anything, and here you're going to see why I said rather cheat myself. From our previous encounter that unfortunately got interrupted by a disconnect. Again, I'm really sorry to my opponent about that. It was not my fault. I don't disconnect on people unless they use Uber. But nonetheless, I'm going to withdraw into Boxing Bunny. Blissey goes to the Thunder Wave. Obviously, it's not going to do anything to my Boxing Bunny because my Boxing Bunny has Limber. So yeah, that's why I love Limber Low Bunny. You can safely switch into a Thunder Waver. Anyways, he's going to withdraw into Rotom Wash. I'm going to go for the Mega Evolution. And now this is what it tells me that this Rotom Wash is probably Choice Specs? I don't know. It doesn't seem like it would be Choice. Well, it tells me it's Choice Specs or something like that because he hard switched out earlier, if I remember correctly. But nonetheless, 2 Drain Punches will finish off that Rotom Wash. In comes Scizor, and I'm going to go right back into Slowbro. Hoping for another Bullet Punch or even a superpower or something, but no, he goes for the U-turn instead. And look at this damage on a full health, full nature, max defense Slowbro. I mean, I guess normally if it's not choice mana, it could still do much, but I don't know. I'm not going to really run the calc on it. Nonetheless, that did a hefty chunk of. There was a Slowbro, and I'm actually going to keep Slowbro in. Hopefully I'll go for a Flash Cannon, predicting. Wait, no. Togekiss is dead, isn't it? I'm getting way ahead of myself, but nonetheless, Dark Pulse does finish off Slowbro. In comes. Oh yeah, never mind. Sorry about that. Togekiss was still alive. So that's why I kept Slowbro in, hoping I'd go for a Flash Cannon instead and I could get a paralysis on it. But no such luck. Here comes excellently Blissey. I pull a double switch because I knew he wasn't going to keep a Dark Pulse and Hydreigon in on a Togekiss, and I go into my Darmanitan. Now, I'm going to go for a Flare Blitz because either way, he has 3 on the left, and as resistant as Hydreigon is to the Flare Blitz, it's going to take a nasty hit from a Adamant Nature Sheer Force Darmanitan. So yeah, Flare Blitz thankfully roasts that egg. And now out comes Salty Yet from Togekiss, and it really does seem like I'm going to lose this. So here's Salty Yet the Togekiss versus his Scizor. I'm going to keep Togekiss in, hoping that it can live that Bullet Punch. It does! And I go for a Flamethrower with my Togekiss, and it takes out Scizor. Togekiss, you are amazing. You survived that. That Bullet Punch. That really won me the game, to be honest. Because if Togekiss did not live that Bullet Punch, let's be honest, I wouldn't be able to win. Absolutely wouldn't. Hydreigon's gonna finish off Togekiss with a Dark Pulse. That's fine. Now we're both down to 1 Pokemon each. His Hydreigon versus my Mega Lopunny. I'm very certain this thing is start. I'm gonna go for Fake Out. Just because. And I'm gonna try to go for a Chain Punch, but he's gonna Dark Pulse. He's gonna try to flinch my Boxing Bunny to death. Flinch. Dark Pulse again. It probably would have been better doing Flash Cannon, to be honest with you. But then again, Flash Cannon wouldn't have flinched my Mega Lopunny. So yeah. Thankfully, Mega Lopunny does not flinch on that Dark Pulse, and it does finish off the Hydreigon, which wins me the game. So yeah, good game to you, Passerby ZiC, I believe that's who you are. And I'm sorry about the disconnect earlier. Like I said, I don't do that intentionally. But nonetheless, good game. Thank you for the battle, and I do feel kind of cheap winning this battle. I'm not gonna lie, but nonetheless, it was a very good battle. And thank you, Togekiss, for living that Bullet Punch. And I'll see you guys for the next Wi-Fi battle or whatever video I put up. I don't know yet, but this is gonna be Tesla Mouse signing off for the day. Have a great day, everyone. Enjoy the show.